what's going on guys, Fitz here and welcome to another Gears Tactics video. Today we'll take a look at Reyna Torres and the Scout skill tree. I'll focus on the Commando build as I have already completed the game using that build. If you are interested in the Warden, Marksman, or Support build, check out my previous videos for a detailed guide. So without further ado, let's get into it. Reyna Torres was rescued by the Alpha Squad when she was at the Zenith outpost and placed in a torture pod. She's a very important character in the Gears of War universe. As you know, or may not know, Gears Tactics takes place 12 years before the original Gears of War. I'll leave the details for you to find out. Reyna's primary weapon is the shotgun or the Nasher. There are a few things to keep in mind before we dive into the skill tree. I've talked about this on my previous videos, but I still want to say it for those who haven't seen those videos. This is not the only build or way to play the game, but if you want some baseline, then this guide should help you. Once you find the skills you like, you can reset your skills and build Reyna or your Scout the way you want. You can learn a maximum of 18 skills, but by the end of your first campaign, you will only be around level 6 or 7. So you'll only have 10 to 12 skills when you fight the final boss. You can continue playing your current campaign even after the credits roll. You'll unlock the veteran missions, which reward you with the best equipment and increase your veteran level. You have a limited reset skill, so only use them when you are sure of the skills you want to learn. I'll show you the weapon mods and armor that I used to beat the game later on this video. As a Scout, there are 4 subclasses that you can focus on. The first class is the Raider. It focuses on dealing massive damage with your shotgun. The second class is the Recon. It focuses on moving across the battlefield and interacting with objectives. The third class is the Slayer. It focuses on critical hits and finishing off enemies. And the last class is the Commando. It focuses on demolitions. This build focuses on the Commando skills. As a Scout, and because of your primary weapon, your main role is to get close to the enemies. The effective range of your shotgun is 3 meters. Your primary attack will be shooting with your shotgun and setting up proximity mines. You can build your Scout as a Grenadier, but since we have very limited skill points, you can only take the most used skills for now. The skills have descriptions in-game and most of them are self-explanatory, but I will still give my input on the skills to learn. At your base level, Reyna already has learned the active skill Cloak. When you activate this skill, you get the hidden status effect until your next turn. You are invisible to enemies. Hidden status is removed by skills and interactions. First, learn Double Shot level 1. You will shoot the same enemy twice. Next, learn Regenerative Cloak. This is a passive skill that will heal you for 15% of your maximum health every time you get the hidden status effect, or if you activate Cloak. Next, learn Sprint level 1. You run in a straight line, and you can use this skill after you activate your Cloak skill. Next, learn Stalker. This is a passive skill that gives you plus 20% movement range when you are hidden. You can cover more ground when you are cloaked. Next, learn Proximity Mine level 1 and 2. You can throw a proximity mine and it plants to the ground. The mine will detonate when an enemy moves into its radius. You can only deploy 2 mines simultaneously. Next, learn Extended Cloak. Your cloak skill duration is extended by 1 turn. With this skill, you can stay hidden even on your next turn. Once you learn the next few skills, you can even plant a grenade or throw a mine and still stay hidden. Or you can shoot with the additional damage from the ambush skill. Next, learn Demolition Expert. Your frag grenade plant ability and proximity mine skill will no longer remove your hidden status effect. And on top of that, you gain 25% damage reduction from explosive damage. This is a huge damage reduction and the reason why I like this skill. Since you are in the thick of the fight, you'll most likely be hit by a frag grenade or a boom shot. This skill will increase your survivability. Next, learn Quick Cloak. Your cloak skill cooldown is reduced by 1 turn, so you can use it more often. Next, learn Sapper. It's a passive skill that gives you 2 action points when you close an emergence hole. You should know by now that closing an E-hole is one of your top priorities during battle. It will make the fight more manageable. With this skill, you can close an E-hole and get back to safety. If you reach level 7, learn Free Cloak. It's a passive skill that gives you 1 action point when you use your cloak skill. Then learn Ambush. It's a passive skill that gives you 25% damage bonus when you shoot while you are hidden. Since you can now use cloak more often and also get an additional action point after cloaking, you'll benefit a lot from this skill. Those are the skills that I recommend for the Commando build. Again, this is not the only build or way to play the game. This is just my recommendation for those of you looking for some baseline to build your scout class. Now, let me show you the weapon mods and armor that I used to beat the final boss. There are 4 mods for your primary weapon, the Gnasher. For the grip, I used the legendary Master Grip. It gives plus 10% accuracy bonus and plus 5% critical chance. You can also use the Epic Precision Grip that gives the passive skill Expertise, which will reduce all of your skills cooldown by 1 turn. For the handle, I use the Epic Extended Handle. It gives plus 30 damage and plus 1 ammo. For the sight, I use the legendary Area Sights. It has the passive skill Patrol that will increase your Overwatch shot damage by plus 30%, and you will automatically reload when you enter Overwatch. This is one of the best mods in the game. You will always have full ammo if you use Overwatch to end your turn. For the barrel, I use the legendary Power Barrel. It gives plus 60 damage and plus 25% critical damage. For the secondary weapon, I equip the Snub Pistol, which is the best pistol that I have right now. For the grenade slot, equip Reyna with a frag grenade. Now let's check out the armor pieces that I used for the final boss fight. For the helmet, I equip the Epic Onyx Retro Helmet. It gives plus 7% evasion and the passive skill Optics, which will give you plus 30% critical hit damage. For the chest armor, I equip the Epic Hunter Shell. It gives plus 10% evasion and the passive skill Champion, which heals each ally for 15% of their maximum health when you execute an enemy. For the leg armor, I equip the Epic Cadet Shin Guards. It gives plus 30 health and the passive skill Sleep, which gives plus 7% damage for your current turn the first time you move. You can also use the Epic Hunter Braces. It gives plus 10% evasion and the passive skill Glory, which gives you a 60% chance to reduce skill cooldowns by 2 turns when you execute an enemy. For some missions that require you to cover a large area, you can equip the Epic Ranger Treads. It gives 1.5 movement range and plus 10% evasion. With this build, your scout should move around the battlefield, set up proximity mines, and plant grenades. Get close to enemies and set up ambushes. Use your cloak skill for extra damage or heal and move to cover. And that concludes the Scout Commando build for Reyna Torres. Let me know in the comment section below which character you want to see next, or if you have any questions or suggestions. Hit the like button if this video helped you. Make sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on my future videos. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Take it easy.